if you don't have the plan right. Yeah, and you just, you know, kind of text right. Hey, we let Sean Daly loose at Weedon Island this weekend.
That's so wrong, because he and Frank Cam are apparently breaking things over there.
In trouble. Sean, stay out of trouble, will you?
Hey, guys. Yeah, you know, Frank and I like to keep ourselves entertained. The choreography to our stunts is amazing. Hours and hours of preparation.
It's amazing,
for this
yeah. Good stuff.
Grade A comedy. Anyway, yes, when you're done canoeing and hiking and checking for scallops and running from snakes like I was at Weedon Island here in St. Pete, you should come into the History Center, which is actually really cool. That shtick we were doing earlier with the vase is actually a little puzzle that kids can do to kind of teach them about ancient artifacts and priceless antiquities. I have Bill here, a volunteer at the museum, one of the smartest guys I know. And, you know, with Tampa and Tampa Bay and the region, you know, we see sometimes people give us guff for not having this, like, great history, like we've all been, you know, like Florida was built 3 weeks ago. Sure. But Weedon Island is really, I mean, not just modern history, but ancient as well. I mean, you guys are packed.
Yeah, it's a site within the Tampa Bay estuary where people have actually lived for 2,000 to 3,000 years. And the Weedon Island culture, going back about 1,000 years, developed these wonderful artifacts, right. Things like the dugout canoe that we have here.
Yeah, a few years ago, they found an archaeological dig, a 40-foot canoe from 1100 AD. Now, this is a model, of course, for the kids to come in and check out here at the History Center. But tell us about how they went about getting this giant canoe out of the ground.
Well, it was really a challenge because it was in about a foot of mud. So they had to excavate around the mud, and it was in the water, actually. And they had to take it out in sections because it really had become pretty debilitated.
Yeah, how is something like that not rot? Now, what is it made of?
It's actually a pine tree. They were all, you know, like 50, 80-foot pine trees that they actually dug out and they scraped and burned to create the seating areas in the canoes.
Yeah, that's wild. And so right now it's in some sort of fluid.
And preservative, yep.
And then it'll eventually be out here for everyone to see.
Yeah, it'll
and for Frank and I to break for more comedy.
No, we'll keep you and Frank far away from it.
Keep us away from the 40-foot canoe. So what are some of the other fun things people can do here at the History Center?
Yeah, there's a lot of interactive opportunities, and that's why it's one of the great places to bring families and kids, because they learn a lot, but they can have a lot of fun as well. For example, we have a representation
over here.
of
check
a
this
mitten.
out, Frank.
And these basically were the trash dumps of the ancient people, some of them going back literally 2,000 years. And when the archaeologists come in, they basically go down through the midden, and they're able to figure out what people ate, what kind of tools they used back then, you know, all kind of factual, interesting.
Of course, now when people come into the History Center, they're just going to start yanking on things. What does this do? Oh my gosh! Well, that's really, really cool. And so, what have they? And there are middens still here?
Yes, there are. There are several mounds in this area and nearby that are. In fact, one of them this summer we'll have a group of students and archaeologists working on it to find out more information.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Great day here. We had fun, didn't we, Frank? Weedon Island, who knew? It's a crown jewel. I love it. Go to abcactionnews.com for more information about it. We had a blast.
That's a great trip.
And the weather held off nicely, too.
Yeah, didn't it? Because I said it would.
Wow.
We still have a lot more coming up as we're coming up on 10 a.m. this morning. The spelling error that forced hundreds of students to leave.